Oh man, and that was Twerk. For those that are just joining us, that was Twerk. We're here with Cadence, Caleb Lombard, aka Cadence, and we just heard the track Twerk. And I don't even know what twerk means, but I think I was doing it. I mean, right, guys? Right?
I think. Yeah.
I wasn't watching.
You want? Oh, thank you.
Maybe that's a good thing.
I was probably embarrassing myself. Do you even know the definition of twerk? I mean, I'm kind of. Maybe I'm getting old, or I'm not in with the key hip words these days. What is
twerk? It's when you have a girl, and she's got like a nice back on her, and she shakes it for you, and she like moves it in every which way, and it's a good sight.
It's a good.
Forgive me, Lord.
Forgive me, Lord.
All right.
Did you make that word up yourself?
No, I didn't make up that word.
Dang, see, this is how
you learn something new every day.
Dang,
every day.
I gotta write this down.
Yeah.
Twerk.
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Right.
Twerk.
That's right.
All right. I'm not gonna get in trouble for saying that to my wife.
I don't know. That's only an answer.
I think you might
can,
like
yeah.
that.
I think nice. Yes. Throw it
I think
out there,
you might
man.
like that.
Yes. I love. Thank you for teaching me that, man.
Oh man, no.
Thank you.
You'll
I'm
thank
gonna
me
have
later,
to. So this is, I think I'm turning red, guys. I think this is how glad I am.
I don't know. Your ride home is going to be interesting. That's all you're going to be thinking about now.
I think I want to go home right now.
Oh, no.
Let's
Look
talk
what I
about,
started.
Look what you started. So let's talk about the tracks and the way you release. Do you tend to release full albums? Do you feel like you're just releasing single tracks at a time? What works best for you and why?
So usually what I'll do is I'll just release single tracks at a time, just to kind of like feed the audience or the people that actually listen to my music, and then I'll let them know ahead of time, like, oh, I'm going to drop a mixtape on such and such date, just to let them know, and I'll constantly keep posting about it and promoting it, and I'll put it on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that. So then I'll just upload it myself onto like hotnewhiphop.com and then just release it, and just probably that's all I'll post about on Facebook for a couple weeks, you know. And if it does good, it does good. If it doesn't, hey,
Nice.
you know, it happens.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the art of music. You
Exactly.
know, some things work, some things don't.
Exactly.
You know, but having that strive, you know,
Yeah.
just to be able to strive and that motivation. So do you ever use any interesting or unusual equipment or instruments in your tracks?
No, I try to use like different sounds, you know, that come equipped with the program that I'm using. But other than that, I mean, I don't really like play instruments out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to use like different like synthesizers or like just weird sounds too, because it's different too, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's different.
I know you say you use weird sounds and different synthesizers. Do you find yourself going back to the same sound?
Oh yeah.
You're
Pretty much.
comfortable.
I'll use the same snare like 90% of the time.
Really?
Just because I love that sound.
Yeah.
But like the audience doesn't catch on to it. Like you're the only one who really knows that you're using the same sound.
Yeah. And if it works, why not stick with it? You know? Yeah.
Exactly.
So now I know you're talking about the audience, and I heard you say you played shows, and now going to your sound live. Do you feel like you can recreate your sound live, or are there any special effects, or do you do anything different from live to the studio?
Nothing different. It's just when you're live, it's a lot different than recording in the studio. Because in the studio, you can take breaths. When you're live and you're running on stage and you're running out of breath, man, like that's like that. Sometimes when you're rapping, you start running out of breath, but you can't stop. So like it hurts. Your face starts turning red, and you got like that big anaconda vein popping out your neck, and it's like
I love that thing.
I thought that meant you're just doing it right or something.
man, you're running out of breath.
Yeah. That's what made me a man, was that anaconda.
I thought so, yeah.
So do you have a targeted audience? Do you feel, or do you just perform to whoever?
I just perform. I just perform.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Oh no, I'm rubbing off on you. Don't get the
excuse
tongue twist
me.
over there.
I just perform wherever I have an opportunity to perform. So whether it's in front of a crowd of 5, 15, 500, I'm doing it. You know, I've had crowds where I performed in front of like 7 people, but they were the livest crowd I ever had. You know, and that was like, I love doing shows like that. And then when you have like a big crowd, you know, you have some people who are into it, and a lot of people are just like kind of just staying there because they feel like they're too cool to, you know, get up and jump around or whatever, or twerk, yeah. But some people, you don't want to see some people twerk though.
No?
There's some people you don't want to see twerk.
Oh man, I thought it was open to everyone.
Like Like old ladies, you don't want to see old ladies twerk. You don't want to see men twerk.
No.
Nah.
Sorry.
You don't want to see that.
Dang it, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Junior.
Sorry, guys. So now let's talk about performing. And do you prefer to perform at a show where it's just you performing, or do you enjoy performing with other artists and other hip hop artists or bands or whatnot?
I love performing with other artists because it gives me that sense of competition. So it's like, okay, I see what they can do, now let me show them what I can do.
Wow.
So I like to be the most remembered artist on stage. That's why I go all out. So even if I'm like the first act and the headliner doesn't come on until like midnight, I want everybody to still remember me.
Wow.
Whoever was there to remember me.
Yeah.
And usually that you know, it comes back pretty good because a lot of people always tell me like, oh man, I was about to leave the show, then I saw you performing, you know, you made me stay. Dang. You know, and it's like, it feels good to hear stuff like that.
Best type of compliment,
it feels
man.
really good, you know.
Best type of compliment.
And I try to be slick because I can leave after I perform, but I like to stay because I like to get the compliments after. You know.
Exactly. That's
the
best type of payment, man. The best form of payment.
Yeah. So it's like I like to hear what people think. You know, so far I have not got any like negative feedback, but like everything I get back, like it just feels good to get complimented.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It means you're doing something right, man. It means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a break. We're gonna take a little break, but when we come back, we're gonna continue our interview with Cadence. So stick around.
Hey, if you're an artist or band or know of one we should be playing or speaking with on Coyote Radio, write to us at crmusic@csusb.edu. That's the letters CR, then music@csusb.edu. All right, more with Cadence here on Lunchtime Live in moments. Stay tuned.